do what it takes beneath to teach these guys a lesson. Beneath.
All right, ma'am. Let us just, in fact, tell our viewers what's going on. There's about the 21 gun salute that's about to take place, as you can see from those positions there. And we are witnessing a funeral of one of the victims in Karnal, Haryana. We're going to cut to these visuals. All right, so those are images, heartening and heart-gutting images of Lieutenant Vinay Narwal, who was slaughtered by terrorists in Kashmir yesterday. Was recently married, had a bright future ahead of him, wanted to visit paradise on earth, wanted to visit paradise in his own country, and lost that battle to the bullets of an unscrupulous terrorist without any agenda, looking for Jannat, as they speak. Well, we have some breaking news coming in. An encounter has broken out in Tabnarg area of Kulgam in South Kashmir at this point in time. We are learning that 2-3 terrorists are believed to be trapped in this area. Ashik Mir, my colleague, will be joining us shortly. All right, Ashik, अगर आप मेरी आवाज़ सुन पा रहे हैं, आशिक, एनकाउंटर अभी जारी है. दो तीन आतंकवादियों को ख़त्म करने की, उनको रोके जाने की पूरी कोशिश की जा रही है.
देखिए, बिल्कुल साउथ कश्मीर के अनंतनाग के बाद जो टेरर अटैक हुआ, उसके बाद सुरक्षा बलों की तरफ से जो लगातार सर्च ऑपरेशन कंडक्ट किए गए, और ये खबर आ रही है कि कुलगाम के एक फॉरेस्ट एरिया में जो है सुरक्षा बलों को 2 आतंकियों के साथ इस समय मुठभेड़ जो है वो चल रही है. फिलहाल सुरक्षा बलों को एक रिपोर्ट मिला था कि यहाँ पर कुछ आतंकी जो है इसी डेंस फॉरेस्ट एरिया में छुपे हुए हैं, जिसके बाद सुरक्षा बलों ने इस पूरे एरिया का कॉर्डन किया और छुपे हुए आतंकियों ने सुरक्षा बलों पर फायरिंग की, जिसके बाद गोलियों का तबादला जो है कई टाइम तक इस फॉरेस्ट एरिया में चलता रहा. और फिलहाल इस समय जो है एनकाउंटर चल रहा है और बताया जा रहा है कि 2 आतंकी जो है वहां पर छुपे हुए, जिनकी तलाश जो है सुरक्षा बल में कर रहे हैं. आपको तो ये भी बताना चाहूंगा, सुबह जब पूरी के एलओसी सेक्टर में 2 आतंकियों को मारा गया और उनसे काफी असला और गोला बारूद भी बरामद हुआ, यानी लगातार इस हिसाब से ऑपरेशन में तेजी लाई जा रही है. गृह मंत्री अमित शाह मीटिंग के बाद लगातार एंटी टेरर ऑपरेशन जम्मू कश्मीर भर में चलाए जा रहे हैं. उनमें कहीं न कहीं अब तेजी भी लाई जा रही है, कहीं सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस को इसमें सक्सेस भी मिल रहा है. जी
चलिए आशिक, हम आपके पास वापस लौटेंगे जैसे जैसे वी गेट टू नो what's the result of this encounter like. Let me in fact rope in Mr. Rakesh Sharma, former IGBSF, again into this conversation. Mr. Sharma, we just saw poignant images of an innocent Navy officer, being sent for his ultimate journey. There are encounters being spoken about and currently taking place as we speak. This is obviously showing the response. This is also showing the grit which this terror attack has infused within our forces. What do you think the next 5 to 7 days are going to look like from an infiltration point of view and a security apparatus point of view, sir?
Yes, with the kind of situation which has developed over in Delhi now, and I visualize that firstly the terrorists who have carried out this carnage in Pahalgam area, they would now be on the run, and this is the time for the security forces not allow them to escape into the forest. And the weather is good, and the snow has melted, and movement of the security forces into these jungles is pretty comfortable now. But the only thing, they will have to develop a local lead. I'm told now that, as is apparent from the visual, that the locals are speaking against this incident, and they have shown great annoyance on militants having carried out this carnage. And this is the time to cash on the intelligence to the locals as to, they must be knowing as to which is the route they have escaped. And the time lag should not increase now. And sooner or later they will be able to establish a contact with them to eliminate them. Now, with the kind of situation which has developed, I'm very sure that all the security forces, the police, the paramilitary forces, and the RR army, they all will be infused with a lot of josh, as now, with the kind of incident which has happened, it has shook everybody, be it the armed forces or the civilians. And in the times to come, in the next 5 or 6 days, you will find multiple encounters happening in the valley now. This is what I foresee now. And also on the LC, there could be a cross-border firing also increasing, and retaliatory fire from either side, from both the sides. This is what is the scenario going to build up in valley. Encounter in the hinterland, and maybe the cross-border firing on the line of control, and retaliatory fire, and there may be certain border action also, bad actions happening on the border. And we'll have to keep a very close watch on the international border also in the Jammu side, so that Pakistan will be able to, will try to sort of create a situation and disturb this region also by way of carrying out some infiltration or cross-border firing, maybe sniping also. So that is what is the scenario is going to build up in next 4 to 5 days.
Okay, all right. Wing Commander Bakshi, so your assessment of or your prediction of how circumspect India needs to be. While we are planning to respond, we cannot afford another lapse.
Yes, Vinny, you're absolutely right, and you heard all our members of it today sitting together. We have all brought out our points, but the main point remains here is that we have to be together in this. When these terrorists are now going back, if the information was there proper, they won't have gone back straight away. They don't have any helicopters or something to fly back. They still have to trudge all along. So they could have got caught. At the moment when the shooting was going on, there was actually no J&K police out there. Very little was there, which was not very effective. This is what our planning has to be. Then when the planning is done, people have to sit down and decide which are the fire areas. Fire areas means which are the very sensitive areas where the problem can take place. What should be the security arrangement of that? You can't say that, no, this is his area, I leave it to him. This is his area, I leave it to him. That is where again I've been harping like a parrot about the one command and control. That's what happens. One professional team made up of all the officers, army, police, etc. Solid team must go and check up the weak points in all the areas from Jammu right up to the northern area. We have to check up as to where and what can happen. How is the local administration? Are they ready or they're not? And this report should be submitted every year. It should be call it surprise inspection, call it anything, but this has to be done. And it has to be done without any political interference. If there is a local politician interfering everywhere, then the problem will arise, which is generally there in wherever you go it. So this aspect has to be done, and we have to start from Jammu side also, and all this border also, where are our weak points. Surveillance equipment, night surveillance equipment should be there, part of the team. It should be there, and there has to be an internal security doctrine. Now we should start writing. We have not written a proper internal security doctrine as to who should do what, how, what sort of control is there. See, when you started thinking of Israel, then you start coming to know what can happen. How they fail. Just last night on one television, I said, either hand this problem to Israel or China, they know what to do about it. Why are we so shy? See, this is what happens. Where is our reluctance? Why do we hold ourselves back? And not only this, I'm sorry to say, we'll have to go a little back and find out when these rules were being formed, where was the lacuna? How were the Hurriyat people and the people who were related, the terrorists who shot 4 Air Force officers? He is still roaming around. Now, of course, he's gone into jail, but for a very long time, he was roaming in Air Force aircraft, being welcomed in South Block, etc. What was the situation? Who wrote the files? Who gave the orders? Let it come out for the next generation. We must come to know all this. Then only we can study. We should not try to hide the thing, no, it's secret and we cannot look at it, etc. No bahana like that. We have to now start flagging our own selves. Then only we'll come to know where we can go wrong and what we should do. There are a number of things we can do. Of course, indigenization process is there. That is sufficient to say we are doing a lot of things about it. But here, the mental reluctance in trying to run a sensitive state like Kashmir, we must please overcome it as fast as possible and give the best man the job who can fulfill it and make him accountable.
Ambassador Mukherjee, there have reactions been coming in which have been